Did you know that one of history's most audacious thefts didn't involve a vault, a gang of criminals, or even a daring heist movie plot? Instead, it was all accomplished quietly and behind a curtain of secrecy by an unseen web of deception crafted centuries ago that molded the fate of an entire nation. This is the story of the stolen kingdom of Hawaii. Let's set the stage. The mid-19th century. At this time, Hawaii was an independent kingdom, thriving with a rich political, cultural, and social structure that had existed for centuries. Its pristine islands were ruled by a chain of monarchs who commanded respect not just from their people, but among global powers. The Hawaiian kingdom was even recognized by nations such as England, France, and the United States. It had trade agreements, a parliamentary system, and even a flag. But paradise can sometimes conceal the seeds of discord. Enter Sanford Ballard Dole. Yes, you heard that name right. Dole as in pineapples. But this is no story about fruity plantations. Sanford Dole was an American lawyer and businessman who had taken up residence in Hawaii. Under his calm demeanor hid ambitions far larger than the islands could contain. You see, in the late 1800s, American interests were growing rapidly in Hawaii. Sugar plantations, wealth, trade. Dole and many others with deep ties to the United States saw an opportunity that could permanently benefit them. In 1893, Dole and a group of other non-native businessmen and politicians staged what history now brands as a coup. They called themselves the Committee of Public Safety. Does that sound like an innocuous name? In reality, their purpose was anything but safety. Their eyes were set on overthrowing Queen Liliuokalani, the kingdom's last reigning monarch. Now, here's where America plays a key role. The conspirators knew they couldn't pull this off alone, so they leveraged both fear and influence. American naval forces were summoned in a maneuver that was astonishingly bold. A US battleship docked near Honolulu, its troops conveniently stationed nearby, presenting a physical and psychological threat to the Hawaiian leaders and citizens. Queen Liliuokalani, recognizing the pressure and the danger involved, made a decision that haunts history. She stepped down, not because she was giving up, but because she didn't want bloodshed among her people. But remember the so-called Committee of Public Safety. As soon as the monarchy was out of the way, Sanford Dole appointed himself the president of the newly proclaimed Republic of Hawaii. This move was a charade, a thin veil hiding their ultimate goal, to ensure Hawaii's annexation to the United States. And it didn't take long. By 1898, Hawaii was formally annexed by the United States through a joint resolution of Congress, known as the Newlands Resolution. So, let's pause and reflect. Hawaii wasn't stolen through combat or conquest, but through a game of chess played in diplomatic corridors and backdoor meetings. The islands were woven into the fabric of the United States, not out of gratitude or mutual agreement, but because of economic interest, political pressure, and a tarnished narrative spread by those who stood to profit most. Though Hawaii is now an integral part of America, this chapter in world history raises sobering questions. Could this have played out differently if not for those unseen threads of manipulation? Could Hawaii have remained an independent kingdom? And how does this echo in similar stories across the globe? The story of Hawaii's annexation stands not just as a tale from the past, but as a reflection of humanity's larger patterns of power, greed, and the narratives we choose to tell or bury. Remember, history isn't just about kings and queens. It's about the unseen webs that shape our world now and forever.